Hey guys! Good morning! This is Gwen Salmarin, the Millennial Breadwinner, and welcome back to my YouTube channel! Yay! Tagal ko ring nawala, so ang dami ko ng utang sa inyo. But for today, I'm going to answer one of the most ano bang tawag doon ulit? So, hey guys! Good morning! This is Gwen Salmarin, the Millennial Breadwinner. And welcome back to my channel. Opo, ang tagal na po bago ako nakapag-post ulit. Kaya for today's video, sasagutin ko yung laging nagiging tanong sa akin whenever someone approaches me to get insurance. Ang question na to is, Ma'am Gwen, ano ba ang difference ng term plans, whole life plans, and ng VUL plans dito sa Philippines? So if you want to know more about these things, please continue to watching till the end of the video. So first, term plans. Dito kasi sa Philippines, bago pala yun, dito kasi sa Philippines, there are 3 types of insurance plans that you can get. So, una is term plan, pangalawa, whole life plan, pangatlo, ang all famous, it's VUL plan. So, ano-ano ba yung difference nun? Ano yung pros and cons? Paano mo malalaman na if these products are for you? So, una, term plans. So, from the word itself, term plans, ibig sabihin, covered ka lang for a specific term. For example, until age 65. So, ibig sabihin, if the unfortunate thing happens, for example, kinuha ni Lord after nung term, and then ang term lang na insurance is up to age 65, kung nangyari yung unfortunate event ng age 66, hindi na siya covered. So, yes, walang makukuha sa insurance dahil covered ka lang for specific term. So, ngayon, bakit pa rin ba merong mga kumukuha ng term insurance? So, ano ba mga pros nun? So, yung unang pros is dahil yun yung purest type of insurance, syempre, yun yung pinakamura. So, talagang binibigay niya lang sa'yo is protection. Pangalawa, ano pa ang pros niya? So, doon din, ang isa din kasing pinaggagamitan ng mga tao ng mga term insurances. For example, may kinuhang bahay na payable for 10 years or 20 years. Gusto nila na hindi magkaroon ng liability in case magkaroon ng unfortunate event sa family. Kumukuha din yung mga tao ng mga term insurance to cover that risk. And ano naman yung cons nun ng term insurance plan? The cons is, una nga, covered ka lang for a specific term. So, pagtapos na yung term na yon, sa term na ginagamit natin is parang wala na siya. Sayang, magdalaho na lang parang bula yung inipon mo. So, ngayon, ano pa ang isa pang cons nun? Ang isa niya pang cons ng mga term insurance is that yun, wala siyang additional savings, wala siyang investment. So, talagang insurance lang yung meron ka. So, how would you know if term insurances are for you? Term insurances are for you, syempre, kung in terms of budget, yun nga yung pinaka-lowest. So, pwede mo naman siyang gawin. Meron din mga tao na nagbi-BTID, ibig sabihin, buy term, then invest the difference. Pwede mo rin naman siyang gawin. Make sure lang na of course, you are disciplined and you are financially literate enough to invest yung the difference. Bakit? Kasi usually, nangyayari is buy term, gastos the difference. So, yun yung features ng mga term insurance plan. So, ang tanong pa sa akin usually is, would you recommend someone to get a term insurance plan kung hindi niya pa-afford mag-whole life or VUL plan? Yes, I would suggest to get a term insurance plan. Kasi meron din siyang feature na pwede mo siyang i-convert to whole life or VUL someday. So, ibig sabihin, even if, for example, covered ka ng term insurance ngayon and then gusto mo siyang i-upgrade pero sa whole life or VUL, but then the instant is that hindi ka na ganun kasing healthy, no? Nung nagsimula ka ng term insurance plan, pwede ka pa rin ma-cover. Given lang na ang magtataas lang ng premium is based sa age mo. Okay, pangalawa, whole life insurance plan. So, whole life insurance plans from the term itself, covered ka na until age 100. Meron ding ibang features nito, katulad ng endowment, ibig sabihin may marireceive kang payout in the future na guaranteed. So, whole life, ibig sabihin nga is covered ka until age 100, ibig sabihin, hindi ka lang for a specific term na, for example, age 65 or 80. So, if anything happens, hanggang mag-age 100 is makukuha mo yung payout ng insurance mo. On the other hand, ang question naman sa akin is, what if umabot ako ma'am ng age 100? Makukuha mo naman yung benefit pagdating mo ng age 100. So, yes, pag whole life plans, no, kung isipin mo, walang tapon dito compare mo sa term insurance plans. So, yun isa sa mga pros. Isa niya pang pro is that malawak din yung coverage niya, no, in terms of the term, in terms of the health benefits din, compare mo din sa iba pang mga term insurances. And ano pang pros niya is meron siyang guaranteed savings na tinatawag. So, ibig sabihin, pwede mo kasing mag-break even ka at some point. For example, at age 65, depende to sa iniipon mo. Pwede ka mag-break even na parang kung iniipon mo siya, pwede mo siyang withdrawin lahat, then isa-surrender mo yung plan. So, guaranteed yung amount na yun na ma-receive mo at a certain age. So, hindi ka na mag-worry ano kaya yung stock market nun pagdating in the future. And then, ano naman yung cons niya? So, yung cons naman niya is kung i-compare mo siya sa term insurance, mas mahal siya. Of course, kasi meron ka ng protection up to age 100, mas mahabang term, and meron pa siyang guaranteed savings. So, ano pang other cons niya? Dahil meron siyang guaranteed savings, maaaring hindi sumabay yung savings na yun sa inflation. Kasi wala nga siyang investment part. So, kung ano yung nakalagay na amount na yon, once you sign the policy, yun na din yung makukuha mo in the future. And then lastly, it's the VUL plan, the all famous VUL plan, ang pinaka siguro yung number one na type ng plans here in the Philippines. VUL plan, so this is an insurance with investment. So again, insurance with investment. Hindi siya investment. Though some type ng plans is talagang for investment. But most of it is insurance with investment. Kaya, lagi nyo titingnan din ano yung mga features ng plan nyo. So, VUL is like buying a cake. You bought a cake. Diba yung cake may bread yan. Yun yung insurance. Pag bibili ka ng VUL, isipin mo na yung investment part niya is cherry on top. Lalong-lalo na kung health focus yung VUL plans mo. Kasi malaking part ng mga health coverage na VUL plans na pupunta siya sa health coverage cost, hindi sa investment. So, ano namang mga pros niya? VUL gives you more flexibility. I would say kasi pwede mo siyang magkaroon ka ng partial withdrawal, and as long as merong account value, yung plan mo, magtutuloy-tuloy siya. Ibig sabihin, effective pa rin siya, hindi siya mate-terminate. But that doesn't necessarily mean na hindi ka na magbabayad. Okay? So, kasi meron pa din mga reinstatement costs, pag nahuli ka, magbayad, ganyan. So, take effect lang siya. And then, pangalawa, meron din siyang investment. So, possible na kumita ka din kasi pag VUL, you are the insured and you are the investor. Okay? And then, so, another pro is, dahil nga may investment siya, pwede siyang mas tumaas. But ang cons din nun, pwede siyang mas bumaba din dun sa initial na nilagay mo. Okay? So, another con, pag VUL, nakikita tong mga consequences ng mga tao is that yung mga cost. Ngayon, gusto kong i-explain bakit nga ba ang daming cost na nakalagay sa policy ng isang VUL. It is because, katulad na mention ko kanina, you are the investor here. So, let me ask you, kung nag-invest ka directly, diba, sa mga stocks, mutual funds, kung mapapansin mo, merong mga charges na binabayaran ka rin, diba? Kung ano man yung mga percentage na yon. So, dahil investor ka, ikaw magbe-bear ng mga cost na yon. And dahil ang VUL is may feature na investor ka, ikaw din magbe-bear ng mga cost na yon. Explicit siyang nakalagay. But, kung i-compare mo siya sa whole life or term plans, it doesn't necessarily mean na ang term and ang whole life, wala siyang mga charges na yun. It's just that, nakapaloob na yon dun sa plan na yun. Hindi siya explicitly na nakalagay. Kasi nga, sa term and whole life plan, hindi ka naman investor doon. You are just the insured. Okay? So, I hope guys, natutunan nyo na ngayon yung difference ng mga insurance plans here in the Philippines. And I hope na mas naliwanagan kayo ano-ano yung mga types nun sa Philippines. So actually, there are 3, hindi lang iisa ang type ng insurance plan in the Philippines. No? Kaya you can ask your insurance advisor kung ano-ano yung mga choices na meron ka out there. And for me, most of my clients, just to share, they're opting for whole life plans kasi mas nakikita nila na it's lower cost and at the same time, it's something na mas aligned sa goals nila. And they also want to be protected in terms of their health. So if you think this is something then na you want to know more about, you can check out my video. The title is Why Millennials and Gen Zs Are Getting Crazy Over ACP 100. So you can check that video dito sa aking channel. So, yun lang guys. If you have any more questions, let me know lang in the comment section below. And see you guys next time. Bye!